So speaking of that interview, because we have a 30-minute segment because Norman has to drive here, um, and we should expect he could potentially be late, even though he said he should be here at 4:30 exactly. So there's like 30 minutes, like.
Is it 4:30?
Huh?
4:30?
No. Norman said he would get here at 5:30.
Okay.
We have to expect that he could be late because of life.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, one second. It's hot. That interview is only about 10 minutes.
I see.
I wouldn't say it's enough to fill that gap. It wasn't an issue beforehand because with Norman here, we were gonna go into that open discussion talk, but because he has that time constraint, we do have to fill that time.
Any ideas?
I'm
brainstorming as well.
Yeah.
Talk about new releases on I4C TV.
Ooh. Yeah. Usually when I'm like controlling the stream, I start out with that, but that's also part of having two desktops, so that'd be kind of hard to replicate with one.
What do you mean?
Well, when I use two desktops, I can make one of them be full screen the new releases webpage, and then use the other desktop to switch the stream to showing that, and then like I can scroll down it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be hard to do with only one.
Okay, so you're saying it's like it wouldn't be feasible to can you share a screen on OBS?
Share a screen. What do you mean?
As in, could I show my Windows browser on OBS?
Yes.
So if I did that, couldn't I choose videos and then play those videos?
Yeah, that's literally what you're gonna be doing.
Okay. Will that take up a lot of processor space?
No, I do it all the time, and like the live streams are done from a half decent computer.
Okay. So that means we need about so I could do probably 3 videos and do a little bit of a commentary as well as what if instead of doing releases we talked about series?
Series?
Like we talked about first off maybe Too Much Slang 101, and then secondly NDBaker93, and then
I like that.
right, and then for NDBaker93 we could get into the multiple, like the seasons, right? So NDBaker93, the season setup is incredibly complicated and currently not understandable. But with your on your website, you have a database table that says what each season of NDBaker93 is, right?
Yes.
Do you remember?
But if you talk about that, the viewers would get lost very easily.
Right.
It's better to focus on the season that's released this month and only talk about 1 or 2 releases of NDBaker93.
Okay.
And go deep rather than go wide.
Right. What I was gonna do, or what I was thinking, is choose 2 seasons that have strong message, and then talk about the message of each of those seasons, right? Because we'll have about 30 minutes. I can spend about 10 minutes.
In that case, you don't need to have the database. Just go to the website.
I don't want the database. I just want to see the list of the seasons.
Yeah. Go to the website. Go No. Bring up Firefox. There's an icon that says lists. Oh, 93. There's an icon that says A93.
Yeah.
Click there. That's everything.
Right. But does this
That's the list of all the seasons in NDBaker93.
Right. But I've seen a table that said season 3 is blank, season 4 is blank, season 5 is blank.
I will look for that, but for right now, you can
Use this. Okay.
look at the playlist to figure out what's in it.
Okay.
The latest is at the top. The latest season is at the top.
Okay. So let's look at season 21. Hey, bro, we're at 21 seasons. 26-year-old advice. Retirement and health department. Life advice to a 17-year-old from a 26-year-old. Was this from the other day?
Well, I wonder who that 17-year-old. Yeah, well,
Was this from Friday?
I think it was Friday.
Chat. Cool. First sales estimates at 17. What are your first sales estimates at 17?
So, we predicted should one social distancing, at least for a time, is ended. Do you still plan to go through with that street vendor thing, right?
Absolutely. I wish I could do it today, but it's illegal.
Yeah, so like it will be unillegal for a time.
No, it's not illegal. It's not illegal to do it outside.
I was joking.
Oh.
As in, it's not actually illegal, but it's illegal to me. I don't want to become a site for coronavirus.
Okay, whatever. Once it's safe to do
Like
that
you're
again,
hot.
once it's
You said
safe,
you're hot or
what I'm
something?
saying Is when we go to sell books, the books that we have, so that includes Rebellious, that includes The Dog's Day, should be released before 2021, probably, and Vera.
Yeah, you need a better. Okay, this is a great conversation. I would love to have this conversation. You need to get a better Rebellious cover for. Also, we should have this conversation when we don't have a time limit.
Oh yeah. Also, I was thinking about pulling a Frankenstein like how Mary Shelley wrote it in 1818, and then she wrote it again in 1831, I think. Anyway,
I really would love to have this convo. Let's do it sometime when we're not figuring out how to create 30 minutes of our show.
Okay, so I sent you, Nick sent me like a few links just now about the new releases, and I sent those links to you. I don't know if he sent them to you or not, but
Okay.
since we would be going live from your computer, you would need to be the one who has them on you.
Okay. I am pulling up my Hangouts. Hi, Nick Anthony.
Okay. And once you open one of them, it's very easy to figure out the picture-in-picture mode. Just right-click on the video and then right-click on it again.
Okay, so oh, perfect. This is the thing. Okay, well, I don't have the videos that. Oh, did you just send me one? I see you messaged me something.
Who? Is you.
Alec.
Alec. Yeah, I told you I sent you the links to the new videos.
Cool.
Windows Media Player on it. I mean, Movie Maker, because I got it downloaded now. It'll be ready before we go live.
Cool. I see. Okay, so I see several different what's it called? Season starts. If we focus on talking about this new release, I would need information as to what the episodes were, or what the attempt of this new season is.
Ask
Sorry,
one question at a time.
Yeah.
Ask.
What is season 21 about?
'21 is all about what took place Friday
Okay.
with Norman and Alec
Oh, cool. That's all okay.
and me.
Okay.
So Alec can tell you exactly what it's about.
Okay. Alec, would you be able to once the show starts, kind of talk with me about that season, and then we can lead it into potentially other seasons?
What
Yeah, of course.
what Alec
If you like, do you need to know anything ahead of time?
what Alex needs to do is looks at the playlist, then he knows exactly what's in it because he was in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually was on RS14 TV, like the YouTube page, like a little bit ago. I recognize the titles and what happened in said videos.
Okay. So, what do you think? Since you know what's on it already, what do you think is better for presentation? Me knowing ahead of time, or you educating me?
I think you should know something.
Okay.
The sales thing is completely separate from everything else.
Okay.
That was a separate discussion. And then Norman arrived at Nick's place, and him and I talked about the business of the show. And the rest I will tell you on the V Live.
Cool. So
Notice they're not released until the release date displayed on the playlist.
yes, it says June.
So it's very interesting to viewers to know that they are upcoming.
Okay, so I'm hearing for this segment. First, we talk about the 101. What's it called? Series. Then we talk about this series. That's about 10 minutes each, right? For the final part of that 30, how would you feel about talking about how, or about the futures of RI4C TV in Haven?
That sounds interesting. Do you think Nick should be involved in that discussion?
Would you like to
Can you
be?
hear me, by the way?
Yes, he can hear you.
Oh, well, can he answer?
What now?
He has a question for you. I was saying, for the segment, we would talk about 101, the series to begin with, then do this 21 series, and then potentially talk about the future of RI4C TV in Providence Haven.
If you're looking for a way to fill a big gap in your show, I recommend that you take a look at this link that I'm sending you now.
I think I got that link as well.
What am I looking at? Life advice?
Look at the last link
Life advice. you
and look at the second paragraph. Read the second paragraph. And then scroll down and look at the bottom. You see the conversation that you and I had in text.
Yes.
Because of that conversation, that's why we came up with the very first paragraph on that page.
Yeah.
And that is the paragraph that got Norman and Alex excited somehow, some way. But in the video, in episode 5, Live Advice to 1 to 17, in that episode, Norman read the first paragraph to Alex, and then Alex read the same paragraph back to Norman, and that paragraph was composed by me for you the day before.
Yeah.
And so if the whole segment talks about this paragraph and this Super Slang Bottles and this season 21, that would bring this paragraph to the forefront of everyone's life.
Jefferson,
Yes.
did Norman text you as well?
No.
He said, hey, I might not be able to make it for the live stream today, depending big time on work.
Okay. So let's assume the man can't show up at all.
Do you think we could have Nick take his place as we proposed, as we thought about earlier?
Okay. So in order to do that, we have to talk about what the Tuma Slang game is.
Okay.
Said what now?
We created a Tuma Slang game.
It's a very simple game.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Would you explain it to him?
Will you explain it or will I?
Yeah, you can. You came up with it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Wait. If you created this game with Norman, then you should do it with him.
We did not create it with Norman. We created it with the two of us.
Yeah, we created it with the concept that either you or Norman could do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So basically, we open. I guess I will do it. I will open the Mosling database, and the contestant, in this case being you, is not allowed to look at it. And I will ask you certain questions about what the nomenclature means, progressively getting more difficult. So, like, I start out with something like, well, actually, I'm going to start out with deliberate and family, because we're trying to include that in all the segments. Anyway, so I'll start out with the easy ones like respect, and then it'll get harder. And for every one you get wrong, you have to take a shot.
How does that sound?
I'm not able to follow the details, but I can follow instruction.
Cool.
Along.
So it's a simple game. It's a very simple game. We give you a nomenclature. You have to say the definition. If you don't know the definition, you take a shot. And Alec will talk about the definition and explain it to the audience.
Okay.
Right?